lot of people have like YouTube channels and stuff now, and they're trying to YouTube their stuff. So they're driving recklessly to get it onto their YouTube page, to get likes, to get paid, you know, that kind of thing.
Okay, so I was just going for a drive and I'm being pulled over. I honestly have zero idea why. This is going to be interesting. Afternoon, officer.
Monterey Police Department. The reason I'm stopping you is speed coming up the hill. You passed me at over 55 miles an hour in a 40-mile-an-hour zone. Did you know how fast you were going?
I had no idea.
Okay. I know this car's kind of easy to get away from you on that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I had when I saw the lights, I was like, because I've been pulled over many times, but this time I had zero idea why. So,
yeah, so
I mean,
I was parked along the right. You see me on the right curb line?
I didn't see you at all.
Yeah, I was parked along the side of the road, and when you passed me, my radar was on.
Okay.
And I visually estimated your speed. I noticed you continued to pull away from me.
Oh, okay.
I visually estimated your speed at 55, and my radar confirmed 55 in a 40-mile-an-hour zone. It's about 15 miles over the speed limit.
Okay.
Do you have a license or registration?
Yes, I do.
Where are you coming from?
I'm just coming from my hotel over there. I'm from Pittsburgh. That's not our license.
Thanks, sir. And do you have the registration for your vehicle?
Yep. There you go.
Thank you. And who's the insurance carrier for your vehicle?
Erie Insurance. They're big on the East Coast. Yeah.
Okay.
You want the insurance card?
If you have it, yes, please. Perfect. Thank you. Is everything clear and valid on your license?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go check and make sure it's valid, all right?
All right.
Unfortunately, you are going to receive a citation for your speed coming up the hill there. Okay?
Okay.
Sit tight for me.
Well, that's interesting. So I'm sitting here trying to think of all the times that I've been pulled over and, you know, captured it on video and made a video and all that stuff. I don't think there's a single time that I've actually, you know, caught a break, so to speak. Like, yeah, I did. The one time I was pulled over in my truck for everything being illegal.
It gives you 2 weeks to get it corrected. If you put flares on it, that's fine. If you elect not to do that, then you need to change out the tires.
All right.
Any questions?
No. I mean, he didn't ticket me per se. He gave me a warning, and you know, your wheels stick out too much. I told him I was going to put on the fender flares, all that good stuff for those of you who've seen that video. But other than that, you know, in my AMG, this is actually the first time I'm being pulled over in the F12. I always end up getting a ticket. Oh well. I honestly wasn't even thinking about my speed. I wasn't. He's saying it's 55. So I mean, I don't know. I was just driving like I always drive in this car. I wasn't doing anything crazy. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Whatever the ticket is, I'm sure I'll make it back in ad revenue, so it's all good. It always seems to take at least 5 minutes for them to run all your stuff, like your license, insurance, registration, and all that. Then they always come back, and they're like, yeah, well, okay, you're fine. So what is the citation? How much is like the fine?
It depends on your driving history here in the state of California. I don't know what it is. So you have to contact the courthouse at the address down below here, and they may be able to give you more information regarding that.
Well, I've never been pulled over in this state, so what do you think then from your experience?
Again, I don't know. They don't. It's totally on a sliding scale as far as your driving history.
And everything was okay with my license, I'm assuming?
You're good. I didn't expect to see anything like that.
I almost stole your pen there, sorry.
I just need you to slow down for me.
All right.
I know this vehicle handles very well, but we have a rec trail across the street, and sometimes we have pedestrians run across the street to come to their hotels.
Okay.
So it can be a little bit dangerous right here. We've had quite a few complaints from the residents in the area.
Yeah.
I know you're not from the area.
Right. But, what do local residents actually think about the car week whenever it happens?
Car week, I'm sure they're fine with it. I'm up here just doing routine traffic control. Whatever, not even on the days when we have cars in town, we have a speeding issue on this roadway because it's so long and so wide. So the residents always are complaining about it. That's why I'm up here. I'm not targeting anybody else or anything. I'm just up here doing my normal thing. It just happened to be.
Okay.
Well, and I have to tell you that I've been here for 14 years, and in years past, it seems like there's been quite a few more issues the last 2 years than there has been from any other time in my career.
Oh.
A lot of people have like YouTube channels and stuff now, and they're trying to YouTube their stuff. So they're driving recklessly to get it onto their YouTube page, to get likes, to get paid, you know, that kind of thing.
To get likes and paid, yeah. So I'll tell you this: I have a YouTube channel. I do that for a living.
Yeah.
I promise you, I wasn't doing anything here to get
No, I just we've had already this weekend. We've had 2 crashes in the tunnel. We've had we had a motorcycle annihilated in the tunnel last night.
Wow.
It totally fell apart. The only thing we could find was the frame, and we think the engine went into the bay.
What?
Over the top of the wall. It was pretty crazy.
Is the person alive?
We don't know. He jumped into a car. Someone loaded him up and took him to the local trauma center. But and then last night we had some major issues in Carmel. There was a road show where people in their Ferraris and Lambos, and they were doing a street show, spinning out in the middle of town, and the law enforcement there could not control it. They had to call for additional help from us.
Oh wow, yeah.
So it was totally out of control.
It wasn't any of my friends. I can tell they don't go quite that crazy.
I prefer the professionalism. I know you guys have a difficult job doing what you guys do, but we appreciate you guys being in town. I mean, it's a great draw for us.
Yeah, we love it. It must be good for business locally too.
And it lets the world see our community and kind of who we are and stuff. Yeah. So we really appreciate it. We just hope everyone's safe. That's all.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, safe fun is what we're all about.
Oh yeah, so, I agree.
Pleasure meeting you.
All right, you too,
Take
sir.
Care, all right,
bye bye. I got to thinking though, when he said, is everything okay with your license? After a while, I'm like, what if it's not from the reckless driving charge in North Carolina? Even though that was taken care of, I made a whole video about it. What if it ended up being like a bunch of points on my license? But obviously it was not. There we got more people over here. More pullovers over here. And just like that, we are actually home. There's the F-150. I know a quick, weird kind of transition in the video. But we do have some more content coming from Monterey Car Week. But we actually flew home yesterday. And yesterday we were pulled over as well in the F-150 by local police for certain reasons. So yeah, definitely stick around for that video as well. But I wanted to kind of talk about this whole being a YouTuber and being pulled over by the police because of Monterey Car Week. As you guys can see in the video, I asked the police officer, maybe I figure maybe he has some knowledge he hears from, people during Car Week that actually are locals and live there. If they like Car Week or not, because Monterey is a pretty small town. So is Carmel. Carmel and Monterey pretty much intertwined. Monterey is like 29,000 and Carmel is I don't know 11. So when a big happening like this, one of the best car shows in the world. It's definitely one of the most exclusive ones, and it's extremely amazing as well. I got to thinking a little bit regarding what he was saying, because what he's saying is true. There are a lot of YouTubers that will instigate and do certain things to attract attention by the police. And when it comes to Monterey Car Week and it being such an awesome week, by the way, at least if you live in the California area, you should try to make it to Monterey during Car Week just to check out the town. You don't have to really, pay a lot of money for, the fancy shows like the Quail and the Concours d'Elegance and stuff like that. I understand that a lot of people can't pay that kind of money that those tickets cost. But even just being downtown Monterey and Carmel, you see cars that you don't see otherwise. And I'm talking about hypercars, supercars, and you see them in large amounts. It's just absolutely amazing. If you're a car person, definitely make it out to Car Week at some point. And with that being said, myself as a YouTuber, I do feel, somewhat of a responsibility to keep Car Week safe. Not that I go out and do crazy stuff, but there have been incidents during Car Week, like the police officer said, and there was one that happened the past week that, if you follow social media and, automotive YouTubers, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. In downtown Carmel, the main strip there is called Ocean Avenue, and that street is just absolutely amazing because that's where you see pretty much all the cars drive through. There's a lot of restaurants and stuff like that. And it's also very kind of compact and little. And the revving and stuff, I've done that a lot because it's big crowds there and they love to see it. I think that's cool. that's not really a safety issue. People love to hear, all the cars drive by and they rev, and it's a good atmosphere, good energy. But then, if you go and do crazy burnouts where there's a lot of people, someone could end up being hurt. And again, I haven't done it, but have I peeled out? Yes, I have. I haven't done donuts and stuff like that in the middle of Ocean Avenue, but that did in fact happen. Now, no one got hurt, thank God, but it became a big thing about it. And I've talked to other YouTubers about this, and from a safety standpoint, you don't want anything to happen, and you don't want anything to happen to Monterey Car Week. I mean, God forbid that someone, one, were to get hurt, two, that the local police would feel like they have to shut down Ocean Avenue or something like that. And we're not just planes, and we're not just talking about Car Week. I mean, this goes in general. There's a time for donuts and burnouts because they are in fact awesome and it's a lot of fun. But staying safe is number one priority. I mean, I don't want to be responsible for someone getting hurt for me acting like a dumbass. And like that police officer said, that there's now YouTubers, and they do reckless stuff for page likes and to get paid and stuff, and that's all true because I'm a YouTuber. I know what videos like that can generate in ad revenue, but no amount of money is worth anyone getting hurt. So with this portion of the video, it's not really me targeting any specific YouTuber or person or anything like that. I just feel like everyone has a responsibility to keep people safe. And like we said, there's a time for all the burnouts and donuts and revving and that kind of thing. The most important thing is that we do it with responsibility. So being able to do a burnout and donuts and revving and stuff like that isn't just removed altogether. And with that, Car Week is over for this year. Kind of sucks. You want that week to last forever. It goes by this quick. It was just so awesome, absolutely amazing. Met a lot of new people. It was just a great time all in all. And like I said, I do hope you guys have enjoyed the content that we did in California. Stick around for tomorrow's video. I think you guys might like that one even more. So, you guys know what to do. Give this video a thumbs up if you're stopping by for the first time and you haven't already and you want to. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. So we have 3 cop cars pulling up here now. Again, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's protocol or whatever. I mean, we really haven't done anything wrong.
No.
Just like the video that I actually haven't posted yet from being pulled over in Monterey, where, yeah, I mean, but that's minor as well. I'm like, ugh.